Welcome back, Outlaws. On today's adventure, join us as we head out to our local feed store to pick out some new baby chicks to add to our flock. So stay tuned. Every so often, as our ladies get a little older and they stop laying eggs, we go out to the feed store and get some new ones so that we can continue to have chickens that will lay eggs for us while our older ladies enjoy the rest of their life in retirement.
Yeah, he's cute.
It's always around this time of year in March when the baby chicks are ready for new homes. Our local feed store had advertised what they called a peep show. And so we learned in the past that if you don't get your tickets and arrive early, all the chicks get sold out really quickly. So we wanted to be there on time so we get our pick of the chickens that we wanted. We did our research ahead of time and picked out the different types of chickens that we wanted to add to our flock. The feed store is stocked really well and has all the supplies that you'll need to provide these chicks with a good, healthy home. All of these chicks have been sexed and they should all be female. But if you do get a rooster, they have a great thing that they do. You can bring it back if you can't keep it in your area, and they'll give it a good home. Raising these little guys to adulthood requires some effort. It's not something you should just jump into. I suggest doing a lot of research and seeking out other people that have chickens. This will ensure that you're successful if you choose to try this. They even have these cute little guys here. But raising ducks is a whole nother ballgame, and that's something that we're not going to get into. Although tempting, we're just not set up to give these guys a proper home with the requirements that they need.
They don't look very pretty,
the nice eggs.
The staff was really helpful and made this process really easy and fun.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make it easy.
Oh, with the two like black dots on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's smart that they marked them.
Oh my gosh, you guys are all so damn fast.
You're like, no, you can't get me. This little guy. We're distracted watching the chase.
90% sure of this race.
Okay. We'll love him anyway. Okay. Whichever. If he needs to do something else.
In my book, that lady gets an A+ for her chicken wrangling skills. We had a lot of fun, and it was a great experience, and we were able to get all the breeds that we wanted. Now that we have them in the carrier, let's get them back to the hacienda and get them set up in their new home. Now that we have them home, I'm going to share with you some of the things that we do to ensure that they're happy and healthy. When taking your chicks home, give them access to warm, room temperature drinking water as soon as possible. Gently dip their beaks in the water so they know what the water is and where it is. We recommend a vitamin, electrolyte, probiotic additive for chick water. Chicks should have a brooding area at least 100 degrees for the first hour and lower the temperature to 95 degrees over the next few hours. You can lower the temperature by lifting the heat lamp. Chicks should be in a brooding area that has a surface temperature of around 90 to 95 degrees for the first week. Lower the temperature by 5 degrees per week until you reach 70 degrees. Temperatures may need to be slightly higher for bantam or Polish chicks. Also, watch the chick's behavior to see if the temperature is either too cold, which would mean most of the chicks are crowding under the heat lamp, or too warm, and that would mean that the chicks would be spread out away from the heat lamp. And if it's just right, some of the chicks are under the lamp, others are near the lamp, and a few are spread out in other areas. Chicks should also have space to move away from the heating lamps if necessary. Block the corners of the brooder with cardboard to make wider angles that are harder for the chicks to pile on top of each other to prevent smothering. If chicks appear weak or lethargic upon arrival, mix about 2 tablespoons of sugar into 1 quart of warm water and give it to the chicks. After 16 hours, switch to regular water. To help these little ladies start eating, put chick feed on a small flat surface, like a container lid, so they can easily find the feed. This helps deter them from eating the bedding. Use larger wood shavings as bedding on the floor of the brooding area. Do not use sawdust, sand, or cedar chips or shavings, or even newspaper. Chicks will use their beaks to groom or peck themselves. Occasionally, pecking amongst chicks will become a problem if the brooding area is too hot or too crowded. We suggest using a red heat lamp and or something called a chick stick boredom breaker to help reduce the tendency to peck at each other. Occasionally, the rear end of the chick will get manure stuck to it, known as pasting up. If you see this happen, very gently wash the paste off with a cloth and warm water. Pasting should last no more than a few days and can be caused by the stress from shipping or moving them home. And nobody likes a pasty butt. I hope you found these tips useful if you're researching or getting chicks on your own. And thanks for checking out this peep show with us. It was a blast. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments section below the video description, and I'll do my best to try to answer them.